Restaurants that offer free refills appeal to people who like free refills. 2-for-1 packs of toothpaste appeal to my wallet and my chompers. Drinking hot tea on a cold winter evening appeals to tea drinkers worldwide because they don't care what season they drink tea in. They just like tea. But what appeals to trucking companies when they're deciding which freight shipments to service? What can shippers do to make moving their freight more attractive to truckers and reduce their costs in the process? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Eli with ATS. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Road, where we'll discuss the things you can do today to help you find a truck faster tomorrow.
Hey, I'm Tony Block with ATS. I've been doing shipping for about 2 years now. Here in this video, we're going to talk about the 8 different ways that makes your freight more appealing to drivers. Number 1, efficient loading times. Time is money. The minute the clock starts, money turns, and once 2 hours hits, if they're still at that location, there's detention, and detention can rack up to like $50, $60 an hour. And that's gonna get pricey if you're sitting 4 or 5 hours at the location. Another reason that efficient loading times are beneficial is that it's just appealing for drivers in general. Getting in and out is great. Nobody wants to sit around and wait 4 or 5 hours just to get started loading. They could be potentially out of hours when you get to the facilities, so say they've dropped off a shipment that morning and they've only got 4 hours left on their clock to load. Well, if you can't get that shipment loaded in the next 3 hours, they might not be able to get the load, they might not be able to get off-site and get to a facility to sleep overnight. One of the things you've got to keep in mind is that truckers are only on the clock for 14 hours a day. Once they start under a load, or once they start driving more or less, that timer starts. So with you being efficient in your loading times, it's really going to be appealing to your drivers. Tip number 2, clear directions for the drivers to follow. Out of the 8 items on this list, giving your driver accurate information may be the most important part of this. Drivers like to know exactly what's going on. They don't like misinformation, they don't like foggy details. That's just going to deter them from taking this load. Drivers like to know exactly what they're getting into. In the transportation industry, miscommunication is the #1 reason why loads fall through. To do their job properly, drivers need a list of things to get this started. These things can range from commodity type, cargo value, freight weight, freight length, freight height, pickup and drop windows. Also, there may be special requirements like tarping, lock loading, etc. Communication with your shipper is key. A basic load like a full truckload, 48,000 pounds of wood, just might not cut it. Go into the details. Is this 4x8 green treated plywood? Is this 45,000 pounds? Does it need to be tarped? Go into the full details. So by you doing this, you're going to create value for your customer. You're going to create trust for that driver, things that are going to benefit you down the road. Number 3, accurate and detailed freight specifications. So giving detailed information for your drivers is crucial. Where to come in, where to load, is there a staging area, who to check in with. All of these things are going to help your credibility. They're going to make you look professional, and they're going to make you look attractable to your drivers. Number 4, lighter weight FTL shipments. An FTL shipment is a full truckload shipment going on a 48 or 53 foot trailer. A big reason why this is going to be attractive to a driver is because they don't burn so much fuel on these lighter loads. So pulling a lighter load is going to be easier on their equipment. It's also going to be easier to maneuver as well, which is going to be really appealing to the drivers. Number 5 is overnight parking. Offering overnight parking for drivers can be very beneficial to moving freight for your location. Allowing these drivers to rest, reset their hours can be extremely important for them. So let's say a driver goes 5 hours to pick up your shipment, and he's already been on the clock for 4 hours. This driver is going to need to reset his hours, and having an overnight parking facility is going to be very important for them. Number 6, amenities available for the drivers. Amenities are huge. Clean bathrooms, having a lunchroom is super appealing. Maybe even getting out and walking your dog in your dog area. Having amenities like this can really draw a driver's attention and in turn make your freight more appealing. So if drivers know that you have these things, they're going to be flocking to you. Number 7, brand recognition and reputation. So drivers want to work for a company that has your back, a company that's going to have a good reputation. Going into these smaller companies, it's hard to have that peace of mind where these large companies, they've got their stuff in order, and you can have that peace of mind that the freight is going to be there, it's going to be ready. So people have their favorites, right? Favorite cars, favorite foods, favorite coffee joints. Brand recognition is huge. Working for a company that can pour into you as well is going to be super beneficial and super appealing to them. All right, so last one, excellent driver experience. So oftentimes it feels like drivers are treated as second-class citizens. We go back to our roots. We want to treat others the way we want to be treated. A lot of times drivers are ignored. They're being told, just wait in the truck. You know, these are people too. You know, be friendly. Talk with them. Talk about last night's football game or how last weekend's hunt went. You know, it all goes back to an excellent driver experience. At the end of the day, our drivers just want to be respected and appreciated. These 8 tips are going to help us do that.
Okay, now you understand how offering common amenities to position your business as a landing spot for drivers and designating an area for overnight parking can help you appeal to truckers and make your supply chain smoother. Let's take it a step further. Download our 12-step guide to finding a truck faster, which is a tool designed to help shippers like you take back control of their supply chains and maximize their budgets. I think it'll do the same for you. If you found this video to be helpful, subscribe to the Trucking Industry channel, hit that bell, and give it a like. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.